Last video, I have a necessity to implement the iterator for my set data structure because when I try to implement the next steps about my OpenGL abstraction, I face the problem. So right now, last video we implemented this new resource, and now I'll implement here a program and shader. Because in modern OpenGL we cannot do much without the shader. In that case, it would be two fragment shader that can color our figure, and vertex shader that uses a lot of maps, translation, rotation, and about our vertices. So in this video, I will implement those two bad boys here, and we do much in the end, but you'll be ready for the next step. Let's read the code right now. Well, the first thing that I need to implement here is a new header file where I can define which type of shaders I would like to load into my program. Types. In types, I'll define here a node where I'll have two types of shaders. I'll call this one shader type T, and I use this prefix to create vertex and fragment shaders. Right? Now I'll implement the unity here. It's shader. Set OpenGL shader. Here, I'll include the header such OpenGL types, and include set status. Everything in the OpenGL we can every component identifier in OpenGL can be done by integers. So I'll do that here as well. Just encapsulate this guy here. And first I need to create this structure shader. Right. And the identification assignment int ID, and I'll give him a name as well. Name. Nice. And right now I'll create this guy here from file. It's the best way because at that point we join together two languages. Shader is a language, and you can structure the CPU graphics to draw things for you, and you, after this implementation, be capable to load them and compile and bring it to our code. So to make things easier, it's good bringing them from the files. Okay. And here I have the put shader here, and I'll take this guy here, this here, object, and I'll put here open type as a type, and the path for the file. from and here another function p set OpenGL shader free. Same here object. It will be just these two functions. I'll use this guy here to create a source file. PGL, E, paste, C. Back here, copy this guy here, and include the header. PGL shader h, and here I'll put the GUI. GUI. Inside here, I use a stat file. I already have this resource. It will be very helpful for me, and you will avoid to implement stuff. That's a big problem in C language. You find this source quite easily. That you can find other languages like Java or Rust or whatever. And here we need to do a little research to find stuff. That's the why I'm creating my own framework to work for do my stuff and studies. I can learn from the ground. You'll be more helpful for me in the end as a programmer. All right. Well, a little bit boilerplate code and status set your status, okay, and be false. The phrase will be set OpenGL share read from file, whatever. Just to give you as a hint where the problem can be happening. Okay, return status. Okay, here I have I need to create a buffer to load my content profile. Maybe that way, nice. And over here I use the technique of the false, because if something goes wrong in the middle, I can break the false loop and stops. First step here is check if the file exists. Path I'm using here, if it equals false, I just set a message here. I'll check this guy here. Here, and I'm not full. Break. I'm going forward. Here I'll create my OpenGL ID, and I'll create shader using create shader. Right. And here I'm using my auto define. I need to use the OpenGL defines. So could we create here a auxiliary function to help me to get this value in the OpenGL version. So here static int, and using this guy. Okay, get type, where we use this type. Okay, I'll paste in the end, and here I'll return type. If type will be vertex, you return GL vertex, vertex shader, vertex shader. If we don't, if it doesn't, will be GL vertex GL fragment shader. Okay. Here I can pass this guy here and pass type here. And will be in my ID will be created here. Okay. And if something goes wrong here, I have to pass the OpenGL ID equals 0. The OpenGL couldn't create the shader. Just break here. Alright. And now I'll try to read the file. Read it to buffer using the path. I'll be casting here. Passing the buffer address pointer. And there's a flaw here, but I'll try to allocate it 4K bytes. It can be false. Something goes wrong. And upgrade here. Change the paths cannot allocate shader. Another break. After that, I'll try to bind this file, this buffer, to the shader source, and we'll use the shader ID and I'll be one string sharp double pointer as buffer, right? And no. You have to go around the side for me. And I'll compile this shader. Compile shader. Nice. I can I have to verify if this compile was successful or not, and for that I need another auxiliary function to do that. So back here, I use this guy here, this template, and OpenGL shader, check, compile status. And here's its implementation. I back here, copy this one, paste it here. Use this guy here. Oh, I'll start here is true. I consider the calculation was true. If it wasn't, I can start to verify what happened. Check that. I use the glget shader IV, passing the ID, and deploy compile status. Passing the success. If it fails, GL false. I get the info. GL get shader info log using the object ID. So info no info. At some point in the future, I can log this mirror, but not today. And I can set this status for something. Something went wrong here. And it'll be that way. I can say here file error. Status, and if I hit here, it's because the read buffer was successful, so I can just to read again, and the result will be checked if this is good or not. Proof this function here. So I think the readable file is just that. So we can proceed for the next one. Next one will be shader free. Shader free is quite simple, I think. Return status again. I need to check if GL is shader. Object ID was true. So I can delete. Object ID. I can set for true as well. Take this little one here and paste there. Nice. In the next one will be the program. Back here, clicking this guy here, ch OpenGL program. In program, I need a couple headers. And here first, status. Include it here as well. Array, and I include it here as OpenGL. OpenGL shader. And type and program, and assign int ID. Let's pointer name and the list of shaders. Array T shaders. And for your, I'm not so sure about the future, so I'll wrap this program args inside the OpenGL args. Here, cool. Training will be just a name. Okay, name, because the ID in shaders will be used in internal make, and shaders you can add shaders to this program through a function. Right. For the program, we have a couple of functions. Status T, GL, program create, OpenGL program object, and arts. JKs first, and we create shader add, and here we can add shader, and have another one to link all those shaders in this program. I have another one to shader delete. This one you delete all the shaders. After the link, we don't need to do all the shaders anymore, so I just creating this function to remove all shaders, right? Here's to delete the program. And now I'm not so sure if I use this guy, but yeah, once. And I'll be this function you want use in this video, but in the next, I'll edit this function ready, because if I needed to do some modification in the next implementation, we already have this function. So yeah, it's a step less to give. Okay, and copy this guy and bring it to the source file, back, and have all those functions here, copy, and basically here. Here I'll include the program, and I'll use the iterator here, OpenGL glue. So in this first function, we start to create this our program instance. I'll paste it over here. Okay. Program. Read. Turn status. Do while false. Yeah. All right. And here's the same. I'll create here ID first. I use the GL create program, and I'll get my program ID. I'll check if this program ID is not 0. It should be just create. And here I'll try to create array create. I can use this for my tests. I don't need to implement necessarily. Let's see here, test array. Here. UB object dot shaders. And the size will be OpenGL shader. You'll be dynamic because there's no need to fix in value. If some problems shows up in the future, I can change that, but for now it's good to go. And I'll copy the name from Arg's name. Okay. And in the add shader, I just return here. And let's see, tier rate add object shaders. And add here rate pointer shader. Here that started fun. Now I wanted to link all my shares in my program. So for that, I use the iterator. Status. And 32 signs. And do again while current status. Okay. Status, I try to get some array size iterator, no, sorry, object shaders, and we pass the size. If I get the size here, cannot be equal 0. So, and that's medium. Reminds me I have to create a function to verify if array is empty. I can use here. It's better. It's not for now. Okay. I can start my iterator. And object shaders. In some video behind that I made a long time ago, I just have implemented the shaders, the array data structure for iterator. The last video was for set data structure, and some videos ago it was for array data structure. Wow. I try to recover here the shader. It's pointer. From say t iterator next using the own iterator. And I'll verify it's not new. And I'll use a GL attach shader to the program, and I use the shader ID, and I'll try to get the next. Doing that until the list ends. And after I attach all the shaders, I had to link program. Once it's complete, I have to do the same for program, check if the link was successful. So I'll go here and shader and use this function here and paste it here in the end. and check here program link status. And here we can some couple things change here in the behavior, internal behavior. Link will be here, and I can say here program link error. And for get the log, I choose program info log stat shader info log. Yes. Yes. And if we, I have to test this guy here. Let me check. Is there some status result? Status equals false. Break again. If not, I can remove this guy here. So I don't need this guy here in header. It's not public. Delete. Yeah, I'll let this guy here, but I'll put a comment in to change for a private function. Just to don't lose my track here. Okay. I remove shaders. Okay. No, I think I'll do it right now. Let me implement the next here. Okay. Right. I use the same implementation here, plus a little light modification. And I'll do it here, keep this guy here, and here I can call OpenGL shader free shader. Yeah, I go next, and I can just remove all this guy here. I don't need one more. Okay. And I'll put this guy here. I'll put a content now. This function right. Okay. New program delete. I can do this thing here. I just take advantage for the code that I already did, but I'm not so sure if I can do this right now. Okay. Return status. Okay. I'll verify here if it is really a problem. GL delete program maybe, and after that I can destroy set array destroy object fingers. And the last one is enable. It's enable. I use this implementation here and enable. It's really enable, and I started delete. I use yeah. Like a small joke here. Use this guy here. This guy there. Nice. And the program is finished for a while. By the way, at least for this implementation. I don't know what happened next, but I think we did a good job so far. Okay. Now I have to do some kind of tweak here because I try to initialize everything here when I start the OpenGL linking, but I face the problem here, and I need to turn on. I need to initialize the glue after the window is ready. So I have to go here in the window. Let's see here. Let's go here in the OpenGL first. Where are you? Okay. In the OpenGL init, I can remove this guy here. This initialization didn't work. And I need to bring this one after the window is ready here. And if I face some problem here, right. Not so sure here. I'm not so sure if I had implemented this one. I have implemented one. I'm checking here. No close. Yeah, I did this. Okay. I'm bringing this guy here. Close. OpenGL window. I use the right. Yeah. Initialize and you copy the gel to this proper. All right. And I had to go to the main header, OpenGL header here, and add some guys here. Now I had to include size OpenGL types, and I needed to put some functions here for a while, where I encapsulate all this behavior that we did so far. because I expose them to the user. Create program, and I'll give you the possibility to create a program. Give him a name. Give it a name. And after you create a program, you can add shade to the program. And we can specify the type. HTML type and constitutional file name. Okay. And can compile this program as well. So I can create a program, add shaders to this program, and it can, after I did this process, I can compile this guy. It's follow our, I can have a lot of programs, and program has a lot of shaders. So far, so good. I can copy this guy here, and now go to run function, and below this function, I can paste this new one, this new functions. It's a longer run here. Okay, I'll include here 2 more. As to OpenGL program. Now I can include here set. I don't want to have a duplicity in my program. Each program needs to have a unique name, so I use set for that. And that's the why I had to implement the integrated the video before. So I can do that right now. It's kind of cool because every research that I have right now, it's about the necessity that I had at some point. And I try to implement my own stuff, learn for real. It is not just taking functions from the others and paste. There's no problem at all in doing that. But for me as a programmer, it's kind of important to understand some details in the deeper way, I mean, right? And start iterator, good. And here in the OpenGL structure, I can create sites T programs. Okay. And after I created my check ours, checking here. I create a window, I verify the window, and I try to not initialize the glue here. Right. After that, I'll put it in the middle. If something goes wrong here, I can use that. Okay, I can use the status. It's equals set. I'll do the same process that I did in the array. I'll pick one for my tests here. Set. Initialize. Okay, and paste it here. OpenGL programs. Okay, and here you'll be set your GL program type program. He's asking for a equal, and here be dynamic. Again, window create. Here and paste in here. Yeah, and I need to break the equal as well. Equals. Let's see here. Slash open GL is equal, and I use this OpenGL name. Where are you? Program. And here it's new program. And verify here if the name are equal. Program name. It's equal new program name. And then we return. I'll bring this guy here up to the top. That's a static. Pick here and bring here and paste it here. Okay. I think that's for the creating already done. Now I need to have to create these programs here. I'll use this little guy here. Paste it here. And create program method. And here I'll verify if the name is not new and is there a name. Name or greater than 0. Here I just need to pass the file name. So, new. And here I can call it a file. Okay. The first one here I implement GL program. GL program. The program. I use here do again, like false. Yeah, it's longer on. There are some status equals OpenGL root program. I try to create a program, and here it pass OpenGL args. Program args. Name SQL name. I'll test this guy here. It's not a. It was really created. This guy here. Let's I'll try to add this new program to the list. If there is a program already with this name, I'll receive an error. If I get an error, that program is already created, and there's a list inside, and I need to open GL program. This program. Okay. After that, I can set status okay. Give me one here. Okay, that's done. Okay. To add the shaders to my program, first I need to get the program, and with his program in my hand, I can add shaders to this program. So first of all, we need to use an iterator. The same do while okay, and try to open the iterator. Status iterator open using the object program. Okay. I get the result. Just stop here. We don't need to go so far. And after I think I had to check it here, but just for I'll do the things right. Is there no program? How the hell he start to add stuff here? It won't happen. I think I don't need to test. So I try to get first that's too many stuff here. Okay, I got this guy here. Here. Program. And try to cover this guy. Great. Turn next. Great. And not try to class while program not new. And I can verify first here, still compare the program name, full name equals 0, and I can keep looking for here, and if I find, I'll break. I'll break. Okay. If I find I can create a shader, original shader, and got status here as well. But PNGL, set up PNGL shader create profile. That's shader here, and type and the file name. Again, if something goes wrong here, I can just break. I'll break this wire here. And things I give it success, I can open GL program. Figure add using this program instance and publish it. Oh. The next one, I can use this line here to implement the compile program. So got the old function. I don't need to, just want to get the middle here. Okay. Open generator next. I don't need this guy here anymore. When I find the right program, I can just call status equals OpenGL program link in the program. Okay. And after all this implementation, I needed to put these new files in my OpenGL file here, and it will be the program and the shader. Cool. And I'll create here a test for that. I'm using this guy here. This the fucking one here. Program. It'll be the same code, but we add some new here. And here I'll create a new folder called ASAS. And there I'll create a fragment shader and vertex shader. And vertex shader, I use a version is 0, 4, and it's equals. It's almost equals the main C language void, and I will have position and then 4, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 5, and 1, 5. Will be my point position here. And the fragment shader will be a version 3.3.0 pack 4, then color the void name void, and color equals pack 4 0 0 0.h 1.0 and 1.0. You beat my point color. That's just for test if it's compiling the syntax is right or not. You won't sound great in this presentation, but I promise you in the next videos will be very nice to see those things working. Nice. And the test is quite simple as well, but I need to put those guys here in the make file. This guy here. This last one I change to program. Any program I receive here for the line, the command line here in arguments, and I'll try to get these guys here. After I run, before I run, I'll call here vertex will be the arg1, and the fragment will be the argv2. I can put it here, assert argc is different from 4. It's one program, it's 3. It's equal for 3. And I get this one too, and I can try to load these guys here. But first, I'll create a program. Use this guy here. OpenGL create program, and the program name will be test. Just that, as simple as you can see. And here I can add shader to program test, and be here I OpenGL shader type vertex using the vertex path, and here I'll add the fragment using the fragment path, and I'll try to compile. I think I'm not forget anything. I think it's good to go. Maybe I need to fix some logic here, but for now, I think it's good. Yeah. Okay. So see, to build, to make, let's verify it's objects enable. PGL. It's not enabled. D PGL on. Okay, it's enabled right now. Year 4. And waiting for the eternity. All right. If there's no errors, it's not good. It's not good. Okay, I just forgot here to make it this good. Discuss prototypes. Cannot go. Not proceed now. Prototype. While waiting for the eternity to finish this compilation, I think in the end it'll be nice. This problem here is most of these examples is not text anymore. It's more example. Maybe it's time to create samples to avoid to mixture test with samples. Most of my tests are testing by in this context, but when I'm testing like GTK or SCDL or right now OpenGL can be very weird to keep them together because it's just trying to use stuff. But yeah, I don't know. It doesn't matter of taste, I think. Oh, error. Hi. Problem 34. 34. Where I made a mistake here. For line 34. And there's no way. Maybe I'm spelling here. Let's see. I did. Open. Oh my god. In GL. Where's the others? Collapse here. Collapse here. Open GL. Collapse here. Open GL. Collapse here. Enfim, legal. No, not. It's not all. Hmm. GL 21. GL. I have to remove all these warnings. So annoying. I need to cast them again. OpenGL, create program. OpenGL, Pile program. 34. Hey, we did it. Okay, the test is simple here. I just need to point out this address like in your program. Nice. And first I'll copy this path here and paste it here, and the other is here, but it's fragmented. Dragging it. If to run, I cannot receive a card dump. 26. Create program here. Okay, let's see what happened here inside this function. Too many stuff here. Copy. Not one here, just lost. So we're going to use this command wd copy. Copy. EB arts run. EB 26. Run. You thread. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, just finish. Yeah, there's some validation that I did wrong here. All right, create false, false, false. Hmm. Let's keep it rolling. Weird. Hmm. Ah. Why? Why is... Okay. Maybe I didn't understand this function properly. Change flow. Let's turn away. Okay. This thing. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Initialize. I forgot to put here. I'm not so sure. Program. Create. Ah, yeah. Array created. Open the out shader. Okay. Uh, Let's go. Ish, I'm calling myself. Ish. Yeah, made a mistake here. A program create. And here, when I create a program, I have to call the program, not me, not myself. Again. No, something is weird here. Steps, okay. No. Ah, yeah, shadowing. Really? Really? I hate shadowing. My God. It's kind of hard to detect. Yeah, here we loaded the shaders, we compile no errors, and there we go. Nothing special. But I think all this work will be workful in the next video because we need to have this all preparation to load the shaders, start drawing our images in the screen. Yeah, it's a lot of job because modern OpenGL is kind of complicated to get started because like you need to understand it all a lot of stuff in the beginning. So we are creating here an abstraction to resolve all those problems for us. It's just to make easier just to call a couple of functions that we can draw and stuff. So the next, yeah, that's all, man. It was a it was a long road, but we finally did it. If you liked my video, subscribe my channel and hit a thumbs up and let a comment. It'll be a pleasure to read all these comments. And that's it.